Okay, so welcome to part 2 of this sensitivity analysis and critical value analysis. Sorry about the interruption. So we just calculated that what would happen to the capital value if the renting price would drop 5%. And we could see that if the renting price would drop to, with 5%, the capital value would still be positive, but it would drop to 212. So we wrote the number down here, and now we have to change back the assumption, right? So write the initial 300 per renting hour. So now it would be interesting to see what would be the critical value to the price of this renting this machine. So again, up into data, find the what if analyzing tool, target or goal seek, sorry for in English. Again, we want the capital value to be equal to 0, because that's the critical value of the profitability of this profile, investment profile. And this time we want to change the renting price per hour. So enter. And you can see that we can afford the price of the renting hours here to drop to 270. We want to write 270 here. There we have the information. Change it back. Now the reason why we change it back, we do what we call a ceteris paribus test. All other things being equal, we only want to test the effect of a change in one assumption at a time. In that way we can see how much it will actually affect the capital value, and the capital value is where we see the profitability of the investment. Now I have 2 more assumptions here that I think we should try to test. Variable unit cost increased to 20%. So let's take a look at the variable unit cost here. Now equal sign. So we want to add 20% to that number. So here we multiply with 1.2. And let's see what happens to the capital value. The capital value would drop to 283,604. In that case, we would still have a profitable investment. So we go up, we change back to the initial 50. Now remember to erase the equal sign as well, otherwise Excel might not function for you guys. So we can afford it to change 20%. What is the maximum that we can afford it to change? No, not the equal sign, sorry. Go up into data, what if analysis, goal seek. Now capital value, the cell of capital value, the critical point 0, by changing variable unit costs in this case. We can afford the variable unit cost to change to 80 per the hour, by the hour. So this is what we do, kind of like we did when we tested a budget, when we tested different budget scenarios, okay? But when we tested the budget scenarios, we changed all sorts of facts. But in this case, we only change one assumption at a time. The last one here that I want to try with you is the maintenance cost. What would happen if they would increase by 20%? So add 20% to the maintenance cost. You can see we would still have a profitable investment, but the capital value would drop to 340,703. Again, change it back. We want to take a look at what's the critical point to this maintenance cost that we might have on the machine. So we want to take a look at this. We want to stand in here. We want to go into data, what if analysis, goal seek, change the capital value to 0 by changing the maintenance costs. So we should place ourselves here, enter. So we could actually afford the maintenance cost to become 200, almost 300,000, and still we would have profitable investment. So this would be sensitivity analysis. How does it affect the capital value when we change the assumptions? Could be due to experience from the company that they know that it could vary 20% or 5% or whatever due to different facts. We will talk about that later in class and what we do here. And the critical value is how much can we afford it to change and still have a profitable investment. We will solve assignments and tasks in Excel in class when we meet, and this was the last subject or the last theme regarding the subject of investment. See you in class.